What's going on? Matt Malatesta here, VYPE Media, Coach's Corner. Great story. Concordia Lutheran, the assistant over at Concordia, Justin Carter, has put together over the past 2 years some kind of give back, some paying it forward with his guys. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. Also, how he got to Houston and what is in store with Concordia Lutheran. They are balling out this year. All right, Coach. You have this, thing that you kind of spearheaded with your JV team, and I think the girls also participated as well. But walk me through kind of the give back that you all did within HISD.
Well, I started, like you said, I started last year. I did it at Worthing. I reached out to Jim Hicks. Shout out to Jim Hicks. He put me connected with a Random Act of Kindness Foundation. And so I did Worthing last year, and I kind of want to do it again. I kind of want to do it again this year. And so we decided to do Kashmir again. I rounded up my team. Shout out to those parents for getting everything together for them. So we loaded the van, went down to Kashmir, and just gave back to the boys and girls basketball team at Kashmir High School.
And then when what did y'all give back when you get there? Just kind of talk to me about, what was the vibe when y'all were kind of arrived there?
Well, we gave, ties, girl clothes, like, blouses, jeans, dresses, guys, basketball shoes, dress shoes, slacks, jeans, college, regular stuff, rather teenage kids normally wear. They loved it, man. I was just so happy, the smiles on their face. When we arrived, the administration was there. So it was a good turnout. It was real special.
Talk about, high school sports is great, wins and losses on the court. It seems like y'all are teaching some things that they'll take forever off the court. I mean, is that kind of what you're trying to build on as well as just, it's not always about you, let's help someone else? Correct.
Like I said, like last year when the pandemic, when I was watching, everybody was struggling, students were struggling, whatnot. So I kind of, like I said, I want to pay it forward. I grew up in the same situation where I had to get, clothes people gave to me. I helped my grandmother, a lot of hot summers, giving back. So I saw those expressions on those people's face when we gave back to them. So it was always instilled in me. So it was a perfect opportunity to do it when I started last year.
With Concordia Lutheran assistant coach Justin Carter, talk about this season. How is it going at Concordia Lutheran? You got Trey Miller, who's really a special player. You had a lot of new kids come into the program. Just how's the season going so far? Is it meeting expectations?
Well, we had like 6 transfers in this year. And so we started off, we had a really non-conference schedule. So it started off kind of tough. But we was toward mid-January, mid-November, late January, we started clicking. We won a couple of private school tournaments, the Houston Private School Classic and the Houston Christian tournament. And so district, we hitting our strides at a perfect time. So I'm excited about, the last ride, getting to playoffs and hopefully win a state championship.
You're from California. You played your high school basketball at Humble High School. Just talk about, since, you've played, you also coach some AAU stuff. Where does the city of Houston stack up as it relates to basketball on a national scene?
Like people were saying, we the new Mecca, so the talent here has exploded. I'm excited about the future with the underclass and middle school class. So it's definitely growing. It's definitely growing. It's always been a high spot, but we getting the national attention now, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
We saw Bryce Griggs, Tyler Smith, Chris Johnson out of Elkins has a tremendous thing going out there. But what is your take on, some of these kids leaving the high school game and going to, play for pay pretty early?
Well, at the end of the day, people got to do what's best for them. Well, everybody got their opinions of what they should do, but at the end of the day, it's up to that student athlete and their parent, whatever they decide to do. So we got to, as spectators, we got to just sit back and just let them, figure out their own process or whatnot. So that's my take on it.
And then finally, what kind of spearheaded you? How did you come up with this concept with giving back, you know, and getting your group together at Concordia Lutheran to do that? What was the inspiration to that?
Like I said, last year, due to the pandemic, I just wanted to do something, to be a part of something, you know, give back. Like I said, it was always instilled in me with my grandmother. And so last year was a perfect time to, you know, to try to start doing that. So that's what kind of like spearheaded me, you know, last year, whatnot. And I want to continue to keep doing it as well.
So, Coach Justin Carter, everything right with high school coaching. Coach, congrats. We appreciate what you've done for, you know, going into the inner city and the give back. Good luck to Concordia Lutheran. Concordia Lutheran every year is that TAPS program that is ready to punch through the ceiling and win that state tournament. Don't sleep on private school basketball. Private school basketball in the state is also really good. Finally, you know, give us a couple of schools that you guys will be battling, you know, on the way to get that title.
Well, as always, Antonian Prep, they got a real good program,
Yep.
Real good coach out there. So they always been a thorn in our side, but we're looking for that challenge to meet them again in the Final Four this year.
All right, watch out for these guys. According to the Lutheran Crusaders, this is Matt with VYPE. Stay tuned to all of our high school content and follow Crusaders as they go on their run to state. This is Matt with VYPE. We'll see y'all at the games.
Appreciate it, Matt.